Today, I'm going to be showing you an example of how an insurance company could use Agentspace, Google's new enterprise AI agent builder and orchestration platform. Employees across your business can use Agentspace to search and complete tasks across internal and third-party application data, supported by strict access control policies and protected by Google's world-class security. Agentspace has capabilities uniquely built to accelerate time to value in every phase of the insurance claims process, from initial review and analysis to assessment and distribution and payments to customers. So in this demo, I'm a claims advisor at Symbol Insurance, and I just saw an email pop up in my inbox regarding a new claim from the Sanchez family. I'm going to ask Agentspace to review the claim and check that the claimant has uploaded all necessary documents. Looks like all the required files are present. I'll add those files to my session context so that Agentspace can refer to them as I continue through my workflow. Then I'll ask Agentspace to tell me the appropriate next steps based on the claim, the documentation, and the details from their policy. Agentspace allows users to invoke agents, whether they're built using Gemini or any other model. So I'll bring in ClaimsBot, a third-party agent we have built on another model to help. This agent is pre-trained on Symbol's insurance claims and processes. But before I go ahead and invoke ClaimsBot, let me make sure that I have the right internal data sources connected, including our policy admin system, Applied Epic. Let me check my internal data sources here. And in the list of connectors, I do see that Applied Epic is enabled. So everything is good. Go ahead and ask if their policy covers this claim. ClaimsBot tells me their coverage and what next steps we need to take. It even cites the sources it used in its analysis. If I want more details on a particular citation, I can click on it to learn more. So here, where the agent is telling me that family qualifies for temporary housing under the loss of use policy, I can click that source and see that it comes from their home insurance policy, the H05 comprehensive policy. Let's follow up on those next steps, starting with looking into alternative accommodations for the family. It's a really easy job because I don't need to specify the parameters for the hotel, like it needs to be a long-term stay or pet friendly or any other details. Agentspace can access the claimant's policy, and Symbol's enterprise data to determine what kind of accommodations are both allowed under policy and meet their needs. So here, Agentspace tells me the criteria it used. Then it gives me 3 great looking options for alternative accommodation. In the end, it also calls out that it updated the connected claims portal with these options so that the claimant would be able to see them. In addition to generating the hotel options, Agentspace can analyze the images and videos that were added by the claimant to determine the type of damage done to the house and which assessor should be sent to the property. So I'll ask it to analyze the photos and videos from the claim. And since I've got a recently updated roster of assessors in the spreadsheet here, I'll upload that for Agentspace to reference when picking the best assessor for the job. Let me go ahead and upload that. With its multimodal capabilities, Agentspace was able to analyze the photos and videos from the claims portal. It also suggested an assessor whose specialty lines up with this job. It looks like they have a specialty in structural and electrical fire damage. I want to make Rachel's job as easy as possible, so I'd like Agentspace to fill out the right claims forms with the claims information pre-filled in. This will give Rachel a head start as she prepares to visit the property. Okay, looks like the required forms were filled out. And it calls out that based on its internal data, it was able to see our standardized forms and use that as a template. So before I reach out to the assessor, let me just make sure that we update the claimant with this information. Agentspace has updated the claims portal with all the information, including alternative accommodation options, information about the scheduled appointment, and the assessor's contact information. So I think it's time for Agentspace to put together an email to the assessor to schedule that property visit. So using that internal data, the connected claims admin system, the files in the session context, and more of the things we talked about during our interactions previously, I'll have Agentspace write an email to the assessor to schedule that visit. And I'll also include the relevant video clips and images in the email in case they want to reference those. All right, let me review that draft. Yep, looks like it's ready to send and has all the right attachments. I'll go ahead and send that. With multimodal analysis, intelligent recommendations, and instant automations, Agentspace enables claims advisors to deliver faster claims resolutions, better customer and employee experiences, and streamlined communications, ensuring that your agents get the information they require and your policyholders get the care they need.